Welcome back to Oasis Valley Mysteries. Recently realized that we've been doing this game for over a year now. And last time, the group first was as the group had split up to do research. The two wild cards went off on their own little adventure, and Tommy and Fred found Ginger, one of the bikers involved with the recent massacre and one of the targets of the Kasha yokai. Uh, Followed her while uh, debating whether or not it was okay for two guys in a car to be following a lady on a motorcycle. But as they debated, they managed to uh, witness her being under attack by the opportunistic creature and managed to drive it off by literally driving it into an oncoming semi truck, probably traumatizing the driver. But and as the group regathered as Tommy went to go get his license, and Fred went back to the animal hospital to get his arm once again repaired, fixed up. Um, well, everyone gathered up. Winifred and Olivia decided it was their turn to confront the bikers, and through some
Nothing
rather
happened.
tense confrontations in which Olivia tried to stop them from riding out of their garage and got her truck shot up for her trouble. Uh, Trying to convince them that, hey, we have safety back at our place. And in the middle of trying to convince them, you learned that the Texas, the bank you already had in your possession, uh, made a break for it, further souring the negotiations until eventually they decided they wouldn't kill you now, but they were going to drive off. Um, Winifred managing to intimidate the leader, Felix. And while there, you discovered actually some epiphany, thoroughly linking them to the case. And while that was going on, Carlos, using intel gained thanks to Hanzo and Connor, who is missing tonight, uh, you managed to enchant a bell Hanzo had gathered the day before, and believing yourself rather prepared for the next encounter with this. Uh, I believe that's where we left off as everyone was gathered at the preserve discussing your next move. Oh yeah, also Texas was captured. He got tackled by Itzel the vampire biker and dragged back to the preserve. She got a rather nasty sunburn since she ran out during the day. But uh, yeah, he was also afflicted in addition to his inner ear infection. Texas now has a bad case of the glaucomas.
Get fucked. Piece of shit.
Texas, more like Texas.
Yeah.
Text
Thank
of
you.
the past.
Texas, more
What
like
are we doing now?
Success.
Let's start playing from here, guys.
So
Honestly,
I would
I'd
say
say
it's probably like mid afternoon, getting closer to sunset. You know that the Kasha typically seems to go after one person a day if previous trends and research shows, and so far has not claimed anyone yet that you know of. Also, another detail is Winifred managed to overhear the bikers talking about someone named Micah involved with the Epiphany, and that was why they didn't take the offer of safety because they were going to go hunt him down or something.
Mm.
I believe I did tell Hanzo about that.
Yeah, you told. Yeah, you did. I think everyone was caught up on everything.
hmm
That was a lot of what the last session was near the end. Is everyone getting caught up and discussing what to do?
Well, I am still in favor of finding some sort of exorcist.
I think that's what the bell is for.
Yes.
Not exorcism, but it's to lock this thing away, right?
Okay, do we know how to perform an exorcism? Because I don't.
I have not a clue.
Yeah, so that's why I say an exorc. Oh,
You do.
Yes.
so you know how to do it. Oh, so our plan now is to have him do an exorcism, and we get this all done.
Question.
Sort of.
Okay, sort of is less of a yes than I hoped.
So, an exorcism implies you're sending the creature back to another plane. Like if you're like sending a demon back to hell.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well,
I'm pretty sure that you're exercising your will on the creature, so one of the things you might be willing it to do is to go back to hell. But you could also be willing it to build a giant castle for you.
As much fun as that would be, we are to be more technical, we are sealing the creature somewhere. Previously, it was in a cactus in the middle of nowhere.
Which would have been a good, holder if some shitheads hadn't gone into the middle of the desert to have a gang fight.
Damn it, it's too early for me to reference Power Rangers in response to that.
Are you sure?
The funny thing about the whole location of the cactus was the parking area for the hiking. That is a relatively new thing compared to back in the 70s, 20 years ago, when that would have been out in the middle of nowhere. It's just civilization just creeped out a little too far.
Oh, I forgot to get my level up after last session. Oh well.
You should get on that. We might need whatever skills you've got. What if you get solve demon problem immediately?
I'm not good at weird, so I'd be the worst one to do it. Hanzo, Carlos, how do we seal this?
That's a good question, Game Master.
Well, clearly we need to do some research. Where can we research?
I thought that was part of the research we were doing.
No,
it was until the people who couldn't wait 5 minutes for me to go get the books booked out
and saved someone's life. Yeah, how dare they?
So the journal that Hanzo and Connor found, the previous Kinsey, I think, the previous mage. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's that. Yeah. So yeah, it was Kinsey, and she was the one who worked with Sue. She was a journalist who was also a spellcaster of some sort, and it was her notes that had the arcane ritual diagrams and such that you got for the engraving, but she didn't explain her process. She just said that it would assist in driving the entity back to what it was once contained in. So, word of God says, it is up to you, Mr. Spellcaster. How are you gotta figure this out.
Yes. I gotta figure this out.
Yeah, while the rest of us are working, you should be getting some research done.
That would be smart. So with the notes that I just got, I should be able to figure it out, give it a shot. Should I roll a weird, spend a little bit of time researching?
Yeah, you probably have to go back to your... Oh, wait. I don't remember, because you've already done a lot of research today.
Yeah, I did a lot of researching, and then last session it was either research or bell time. That is what
True.
Carlos did. So it's like,
hold on, let me bring up the ref sheet. Let me look at something. Sorry, I'm just reading. Okay, yeah. Yeah, do an investigate a mystery roll. That would be like combining your stuff, the notes, and like all the other information. That would be kind of like you collating all this, or you know what I mean.
mm-hmm. So an investigate.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if or weird, because this is technically crafting a ritual.
That would specifically fall under my things for weird with my spellcasting.
Yeah.
Using my
Let's do
tools
that instead.
So
Yeah, do a use magic, I suppose, or a weird.
yes, I can do a use magic.
Is there anything we can do to aid him?
You don't need to. I rolled a 6 and a 3, getting a 9 in total on the
All
dice, which with my 3 in weird, that's pretty handy. So that's a 12 in total.
So this will probably take you, a couple of hours to like sift through everything. You'll probably have to go back to your place, unless you brought the. I can be nice and say you brought the books you were pretty sure you would have needed, and I said that was like the previous things were like pulling the relevant books from your mini library.
Yes.
So okay, yeah.
So Carlos
I'd say you could do this here at the preserve without having to depart. It will just take you a while to do this. Sorry to keep cutting you off.
You're fine. So Carlos goes out to the little jalopy out back, comes back in with 3 tomes. 2 of these things look like they're older than dirt. You can see where it's been repaired several times in the spine and everything. And one of them's just a small new little one. He's like, all right, so notes here. They'll give me a little bit and I'll figure out how to do it exactly.
All right.
And there is random little offices at the preserve that you can find and just use.
Yep. Carlos will go into it and lock the door.
So, while Carlos is busy with that, what are the rest of you doing? Fred, you're all patched up. Tommy, I think you were injured but didn't get patched up.
Tommy got patched up.
Okay. And I know that Fred and Tommy both got mauled during the chase.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Until somebody comes up to me and is like, I have a clear idea of what we should be doing, I feel like I'm just gonna sit and rest a bit because that thing kind of kicked my ass.
Yeah, hey, remember, I owe you a drink.
I will remember that now.
I don't remember if I actually told you that, but after hearing what you did...
You didn't actually, no.
Okay, alright, yeah, hey.
Unless someone plays the tape back to me and you did.
For what you did back there, Fred, for fucking using your car to knock that thing away from her, even if I'm not particularly happy with her right now, or any of them, hey, I owe you a drink.
Well, thank you. And you know what they say. Doesn't matter if a person is doing good or being naughty. They deserve to... I'm sorry, I can't do the platitudes. I've tried so long with my kids, and they always come out bad.
Just say what you mean, Fred.
There's an intrinsic value to human life or whatever.
There you go.
Just like the card.
What?
It's
Yeah, next gen would be airing right now.
No, it is. Oh God! Thank God! A pop culture thing I can directly reference.
Because didn't it start in the 80s, like the very tail end of the 80s?
Yeah, because I think it ended in 94?
Yeah.
93?
This would be a really funny thing to use my level up for, considering the
Star
circumstances.
Trek?
No!
Yeah,
a
final
Haven
episode.
upgrade.
Final episode date was May 23rd, 1994. I was right about 94.
So the Star Trek level up would be like beam me up Scotty as a skill.
No. I'm going to upgrade my Haven because that, with the way level ups are set up, I've taken the 2 expert moves, so now I need to do other things before I can.
Are
do
you
anything.
upgrading it so it has a holodeck?
No, I was looking at magical laboratory, considering what Carlos is doing right now.
That, I don't,
That is fair. That one doesn't.
So I will point out there's a reason Carlos is by himself with the door locked, and that's because magic's not. You learned about it 15 minutes ago, equivalent timeline wise.
I mean, it's been a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Old habits.
it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's still, old habits. Probably doesn't want, certain somebodies in the party throwing fireballs.
It was more the fact that magic is still considered fictional to the universe besides Carlos right now.
I very well can take the armory with mystical and monster killing weapons.
Oh, yeah, the Haven. I need to go looking through the Haven stuff because I still need to finish the Haven, which is Thimble.
Yeah. Like, I can't do the magical laboratory because I could take the workshop.
Now, I would say that if you did want to do a magical laboratory, that would be something you would have to work with Carlos to make, or Suze, or someone else that has it, because you don't have the training to set that up.
Gotcha.
So it wouldn't be like an immediate unlock. It would be something that you would have to talk with, Connor or Carlos or whoever. Although Connor's not really spells.
He is magic. He is the sorcerer. Carlos is the wizard. No, he's a warlock, and Carlos is the wizard.
Yeah.
I'm the wizard.
The pinball
No,
wizard?
you're the ranger.
You're the ranger.
Yeah.
I bet Ted is amazing. Not Ted. I bet Fred is amazing at pinball.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Like, people...
He got really good trying to bond with his kids.
Aww.
Also, he was definitely into The Who when he was young.
Oh, yeah.
So while he does that...
There's another 8-track tape for the car.
What are the rest of us doing?
Sitting on my ass.
I mean, you've done a lot today. I'm right there with
From
you.
the other... Fred, when you say that, from the other side of the infirmary where Bodhi, the guy who got stabbed in the leg, is like, hell yeah. He's also just... They gave him a paid killer, and he's just having a good time. It's like, this is paid... He made a joke, it's like, this is paid. This is paid time.
Mm-hmm.
He did get stabbed on the job, so yeah. I might just...
If you get jabbed, you get paid.
I might do the workshop first, because, that's more immediately useful, I guess. And I would like my car to work again, after it got shot up.
And it would make sense that there would be a workshop on site, because they do have their own vehicles. So yeah. That would definitely work.
Okay, have space for building and repairing guns, cars, and other gadgets. Work out with the keeper how long any repair or construction is likely to take, and if you need extra supplies or help. I can build things too.
Yeah, and since they do deal with some rather unique animal needs, there is a lot of custom-made stuff, so that would make sense that the preserve would have that. So yeah. Oh, can't remember, even though I listened to it last night, but I was listening to it at like 2 a.m. Last session, you told Winifred, you told Hanzo about the epiphany, but I don't know if you gave him it.
Yeah, I would have given it to him because I don't want it. I want that shit anywhere near me.
And like one of the vials is cracked and empty, like it might have leaked or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or someone took it.
Which
Or...
which led to the joke, the cosmic-minded armadillo.
Oh yeah.
The Cosmodillo.
So you're feeling better, Fred?
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Tommy? Tommy?
Did Tommy take his new license in a car and go for a joyride?
No, I think he's just doing quaaludes in the bathroom.
Oh my god. It is that time.
Shady!
Shady, where'd you go?
If you're talking, we can't hear you, man. Okay, he must
I will talk.
Lead.
I will talk to the empty outline of Tommy when he gets back.
It's me, Tommy. I'm here.
No.
Let's go out to frosty chocolate milkshakes.
No.
Die.
So, Hanzo, what are you doing?
He's got his shoulders crossed. He is his brows knit, and he is the pondering. Because while it's all well and good, everyone else is resting up. He knows the Kasha is not going to wait around either. At least they've narrowed down who they're, what it's hunting.
What's on your mind, Nerves of Steel?
The obvious situation at hand.
Alright, but come on, specifics.
I just mean that in the sense of
that is
both the character and myself am trying to think how to proceed.
I mean, I know, but that is her asking him in character. You're standing there, arms crossed.
Mm-hmm.
While a few of us are resting, and he's just like, "What are you doing, man?"
Sorry, it just I can't think of an in-character thing to say. It's just thinking. I am not sure how to proceed.
What was the name we got of the person whose seat might have given the epiphany out, or did give the epiphany out?
Minsk or something.
Nah, Winifred heard someone say Micah was the one, and I can't remember exactly what I said, but they implied that Micah had the epiphany and was the one who shot Woody, which was the body that Hanzo was pointed out in the coroner's office as being weirder, or just not weirder, but differently weird than the, flame-handed killer murders.
Yeah.
Did you tell just Hanzo, or have you told all of us?
I said that out loud. As soon
You
as
said
we
out
all
loud,
got back.
Alright, so this person, Mince? No.
Micah.
Micah. Any idea who that is?
I'm fairly sure he has a criminal record. We could always ask, the two that we have.
punch the one in the fucking knee while we're at it. Not being serious, I don't condone torture. Gives a side glance to several people. I don't... Oh, there you are, Shady.
I don't condone torture. I don't know why you're
No, not at
implying I
you.
do.
It's not at you. She's just
oh yeah,
remembering the
this is
time when people were ready to torture the scientist lady.
the mad scientist lady.
The mad scientist, yes, but still a person. Anyway, I'm gonna go talk to Itzel.
Itzel, yeah.
Yeah, I know. She killed people, but anyway. I'm gonna go ask Itzel if she has any idea who that is.
I'm pretty sure she does. It's just if she would know where he is.
Can't hurt. We're just sitting and waiting for Carlos at this point. Up to Itzel.
Okay, so you go, and she's sitting outside the panic room area. She's seemed to be less amused with talking to Texas anymore, who's sealed inside. But
Gives a little wave. Hey, Itzel.
hey, and you see she's like picking at her sunburn that's like already peeling because of the whole vampire regeneration, and she's got like like where she's sitting, there's like a little like desk, and there's already like 2 empty bottles of new blood and a third there. It seems she's just like trying to power through the burn.
Ugh. How are you holding up?
Well done. Sorry, vampire humor.
Yeah, no, that's fair. The new blood,
was it?
Treat you all right?
Yeah.
All right. Fucker in there give you any more problems?
No, I think he's just more panicked about suddenly being blind, which, yeah, I don't remember his eyes looking like that when he broke out, or, you know, when we dragged him in here, so...
Yeah.
She kind of shrugged.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Do you know a Micah who was involved, might have been involved in the selling of the Epiphany?
The only Mike I know is back in California, and that was like 40 years ago.
So not the same Micah.
Not a Micah involved with the gang is when I was running with them, at least. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I guess I'll go ask. You know who?
And she'll go in with you to
Make sure he doesn't run off into the...
be backup.
Yeah. Tex.
I mean,
I don't know if you
two big
can. He's
women.
blind.
Well, blurry-eyed, not fully
Blurry-eyed.
blind, but yeah, he's like kind of looks up where he was just sitting in on a chair, and he's just like, "What do you want?"
You know, Micah seems like he might be the one who sold you guys Epiphany.
You see him go purse-lipped, and he doesn't say anything, and it's like, yeah, there's a reason why they were always worried about him getting pinched, because he has the worst poker face.
Come on, man. You've already fucking had all this shit happen to you. It's only been harder every time you've tried to, not cooperate.
Roll and manipulate someone.
Oh god, I'm so bad at this now. Well,
Tries to manipulate someone.
You know
Oh
what?
no!
Roll 3d6 and take the higher 2, because this would technically be an advantage situation. I forgot about that rule from Interstitial.
yeah, which I got to get back to, but I've been in a bit of a DM slump. Okay.
Yeah,
Part
motherfucker.
of the dice.
Let's see. That's a 4, 4, and a 3. So that's 2 highest is 8. Minus 1 is 7.
Okay, so I
Well,
believe
partial,
that's
right?
Yeah, they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you mean it. How
All right.
and he goes, Felix is already gonna kill me for letting myself get picked up like this when shit's going sideways so bad. Why should I tell you?
Look, I'll get you some magazines, some books, some stuff in here to, so you're not just sitting
He
here.
waves his hand in front of his eyes.
I'm not done.
He's like,
I'm not done.
No, he doesn't say anything. He's just doing that. Like,
I'm not done. Something to listen to, something to make it more comfortable in here. Like, you're here so you don't die. We're not the cops, man. You're the one who stabbed one of our people.
But you gotta give him something. You gotta give him something.
Yeah, I am. I'm making his place stay here more comfortable. I'm offering to give him like stuff to listen to, blankets, stuff like that. Creature comforts.
That's fair, but he's probably also really concerned about the fact that if he snitches here to you, he's gonna get murked.
I'm gonna give you this $10 gift card to Home Depot.
God damn it! Look, they don't have to know. They don't have
Home
to know
Depot. You want some new light bulbs? That's a lot of light bulbs.
That's if any of them even survive at this point. Like, I don't know if
when you say that, he doesn't seem as like off-put by that proposal,
I don't
but
think so.
He's
kind of
still
shitty person.
He seems
doubtful.
Even with Felix not here, he seems thoroughly intimidated.
All right, hey, look at it this way. Winifred could kick his ass. So,
I don't know who Winifred is, but
she's the vampire lady.
Micah was the person who is. They're the one who. Hold on, let me double check something before I say something that's wrong. Where did I? Oh yeah. Okay. He goes. Fine. Micah was someone. I don't know. I'm not the one who set up the deal. I'm not the one who things. I was just there for muscle. And you glance at Itzel and she kind of nods like, yeah, that tracks. And he goes, but I only heard his name. Micah was apparently the dude mixing the Epiphany.
Oh.
And
so is he
seeing that
in?
Sorry, what's that?
No, you finish first.
He goes. He was there at the deal. I don't know what was up with Felix and why he gunned the kids down, but what the fuck? And he kind of like throws up his hands, like, "What are you gonna do?" kind of response.
Yeah. What are you gonna do
goes,
about dead kids?
But he goes, when things went to hell, we rode out of there. I heard Woody shout, and then Woody wasn't there. But then Ginger said she saw Micah shoot him, but fucker didn't have any guns. None of them did.
Wait, I don't know about the bone gun, do I?
I think Hanzo mentioned it.
Hanzo, have you mentioned the bone gun?
Pretty sure I had mentioned it.
Yeah, because Winifred mentioned that Pluripone did design an osteocrete firing weapon, but never saw much use beyond like prototypes. I remember that distinctly.
And she mutters like when he says that. From that osteocrete gun. All right. So is he in Pluripotent? Do you know?
I don't know. Just heard that.
He was the one
saying that after they gunned down the kid, or gunned down the teenagers, that that they didn't need them since Micah's the one that mixes it all up, and Micah didn't seem too pleased about that, but he didn't. Fucker wasn't crying either.
Did you get a last name?
He kind of shrugs.
What's he look like? Can you give me any kind of description? Any like notable features that would identify him?
He was wearing sunglasses and a baseball hat, and kind of looked like he was purposely trying to hide how he looked. But middle-aged, white guy. He got a goatee, I think. That's about it.
That's helpful. It's helpful. Something.
God damn it, DC.
Damn it. All right. I'll get you some.
I didn't even realize it. Damn it.
I'll get you some stuff to be more comfortable in here. You, like, we're not. This would have been so much easier if you hadn't stabbed our guy in the leg, man.
He's silent for a second. He goes, "I'll admit that was a dumb move." And he kind of does a side eye at Itzel because you see he's still a little scraped up from being tackled full speed by a vampire into desert rock and dirt.
Yeah. Hey, don't look at her. She got you back, and you're not dead from the creature. And I'm gonna go get you some, creature comforts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go get legit. She's going to go get him some blankets, some pillow, something to listen to. I'm sure we have like nature documentaries or something here, something that would be nice to listen to. It's not necessarily like
sure,
his style, She's keeping her word.
Okay, so without getting too detailed into it, you get him some creature comforts. Itzel's like, well,
I know he's an asshole, but he's he's the asshole we got right now.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yes, oh my god, it's the best fucking sentence.
There was that delay, of her just thinking of how to reply to that.
Hey, thanks for hanging around and helping us.
And it's been interesting.
Yeah. Hopefully, God damn it! Sorry. I missed the table with my drink. It's fine. Once this is over, shit'll go back to normal, and hopefully it'll be, not as many people dead as we were afraid there might be. We're doing our best.
That's all you can do. And so go and post back up playing guard over Texas.
Oh, I'm gonna see if I have. So, do vampires... So, no, actually, that's a bad idea when she's being the guard. Never mind.
What?
No, it's fine.
No, go on. I'm curious.
I was gonna ask if there was any kind of alcoholic True Blood. New Blood. I mean, fuck. I always fuck that up.
Yeah, it's New Blood. It's New Blood because it's True Blood in the TV show / books.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna ask if there was any alcoholic New Blood. I was like, no, that's a terrible idea when she's watching our prisoner.
I'm sure there is, but I don't know.
So yeah, she's gonna go back to the others and knock on the door frame because we're all just hanging in the infirmary apparently. Knock knock.
Did they know anything?
Yeah, actually, some, not like a ton, but it's some information that we might be able to go off of. Micah, he's the one who was mixing the epiphany for them. Felix killed the kids. Felix didn't seem particularly worried because Micah was the one doing the mixing. And Micah didn't seem too torn up about them being killed either. Middle-aged white guy, goatee, sunglasses, and a hat. So
You're sharing this aloud?
What?
Are you sharing this with everybody or just?
Yeah.
Okay.
She came into the room and was
I think
telling people what
Carlos
she
would be
heard.
the only one not there.
Carlos is reading books, slamming his head against a table. This is how one learns magic.
So,
That's on shuffle.
to refresh my memory, because it's been a couple weeks, they were angry at Micah when we confronted them, correct? And looking for
Yes,
him?
Micah shot Woody and seems to have disappeared from what you could gather.
Yeah. He might have been the one with the osteocrete gun. He shot Woody when stuff was going sideways. So, and they said he didn't have guns on him at first. They said they didn't have any guns on him. So, I think he's the one with the osteocrete gun.
He was the one with the access card to pluripotent that we found in Woody's grip.
He might just straight up be a pluripotent worker, Hanzo.
Yes.
That wouldn't surprise me.
If not, he's gotten in there somehow.
Yes, I suspected as much.
It's something. It's not a ton to go off of, but it's something at least.
It does give me somewhat of a lead. I will go and report that. Sooner we cut him out, the better.
You haven't taken the card itself to pluripotent to see what access it had. While it was damaged and can't be used to access, it can still be looked at to figure out like what areas it would have given access to.
And combined with the name, that would actually give us something.
Precisely. I finally have something to work off of.
And you have some epiphany to turn in.
Yeah. I don't know how long it's going to take Carlos to finish that, but
there's a little poof of smoke that comes from underneath the door.
Fuck!
Yeah, he might need more time, so I'm going to... I'll be back.
Would you like anybody to go with you?
That's not a bad idea.
Smells like bananas.
I have my phone.
We don't.
Yeah. I assume you all aren't going to run off.
I mean, I might go and look for this guy.
Eyebrow raise.
I'm not gonna deal with those fucking bikers again, but I can't.
He looks from you. He looks to Fred, and he looks to. And he looks to Tommy. Doesn't say anything, but you can clear he's making connections.
Gotta be quite frank. I'm just kind of waiting for the cat curse to take him out at this point.
We gotta try, guys. A bunch of pieces of shit, but
it's more that I don't care particularly about them, but what happens when they're all gone.
He looks like. Yeah, it's like do not forget that it is more than their souls that are on the line.
I don't like them, but I'm also not cool with just watching them die.
And I'm not about to let a dumb kid who made a stupid choice get his soul dragged to hell.
because of something that he didn't even know was there.
So yeah, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Like, I've got my radio. You guys know how to contact me with it. If anyone wants to come with me, that's fine. I don't know where I'm starting yet, but I'll drive around. Oh right, my car's shut up. Well, my truck is shut up. I'm gonna take a look around.
He does not stop you, but he does audibly sigh.
Look, man, like, if you don't want me to go, you can say so. Like, I'm a big girl. You can tell me what you think.
I would prefer if everyone just for a few minutes stayed put.
There you go. Was that hard?
Sometimes with this group it is.
Hey,
Tommy
to be
and
fair,
Fred are just
fairness where
playing
it's
cards
due.
like, hey.
Fairness where it's due. Tommy and Fred did save a woman's life.
We did. We're pretty cool.
It'd just be funny if a camera cuts to them and now they actually are playing cards, just like.
Like, I'll stay here. Unless something comes up, which I'll radio you if it does. But unless something comes up, I'll stay here.
Thank you.
I'm gonna see if Carlos needs any help or anything that I can help him with at all.
Oh, right! That reminds me! You! Winifred! Armadillo?
I'm not answering
He does
that
not
question.
ask for any elaboration before he steps out.
I'm not answering that question, and she's gonna go knock on the door and see if Carlos needs any help.
Come in!
I don't have to justify myself to you, she says as she shuts the door.
Oh, no, I'm not asking you justified. I just didn't know you could do that.
She shuts the door. There is no elaboration.
Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna
I
go
wanna
down to
know?
the workshop. Since I'm staying here, I'm gonna go down to the workshop.
Yeah, Carlos, I apparently
Why
can
not?
turn into an armadillo.
Oh, sweet. Nice.
I don't know
It
why.
was pretty cool.
Vampire.
It's a very
Carlos
strange
says,
animal,
pointing.
but, I mean, it fits in.
And like he sits there for a second.
Technically. Oh, sorry.
So I know that there's one of two reasons. One you're going to hate more than the other. Which would you like?
Both of them?
So the more reasonable and thought out reason, like logic line, is that in theory that since vampires can apparently transform into animals, they probably transform into local animals that are creatures of the night. Armadillos are nocturnal, therefore you can turn into an armadillo. 3 lines, actually.
I thought it was because of Dracula.
The second line is that it appeared in Dracula, and Dracula has affected the subconscious of the vampires in a very interesting way, which would be better for a psychologist, not a magician. To explain.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one. Do you need
I'm
help
a
with this?
magician, not a psychologist.
I may be a magician, but I'm not a miracle worker.
If you think you can, sure. I'm trying to like piece things together. And the 3 old tomes and the 1 new tome are like almost covering wall to wall right now. It's like it's a bit of a process, but
Okay. What would I use for that?
Oh, I mean, he already made the rolls, but if you wanted to do a help out, you could.
Okay.
To see if you add or subtract time to it.
I got a 9 because I had to minus a 1. And I leveled up from that.
Okay.
Woo.
So, yeah, you're. Let's see what the help. 9 on a help out. Yeah. I'll say you don't have to expose yourself to danger for this because it's not a combat help out. But yeah, so You start
Carlos
going
could
through it, and
accidentally
you're
burn my ass.
you start
Carlos-
going through it, and you start help. It's more of like pattern recognition now, which is something vampires are actually very good at. So, you're able to shave some time off of that.
Yeah.
So,
And as that's going along, Carlos is like, "So you're doing really good at this. Thank you very much, Eddie. But now I'm concerned about the possibility of a vampire wizard."
That's something to spray paint on the side of your van.
She's actually gonna say that. She's gonna look at him and go, "That would look bitchin' on a van."
That would look bitchin' on a van. You're right.
Vampire wizard
Yeah,
with
not
some
vampire.
chupacabras.
riding a
Not
chupacabra.
Vampire.
Oh.
It might have not come out yet. No, that didn't come out yet. Vampires hasn't come out yet, thankfully.
Thankfully.
I don't know what that is, so.
It's a horrible '90s TV cartoon where it was live action until the teens transformed into vampires, vehicle transformer vampires, and the cross, the crucifix. You could use a lug wrench as a crucifix against the evil ones.
What?
Yeah, and it was like CGI on a scale worse than Beast Wars. Not saying Beast Wars was bad, but like,
Yeah.
It
I don't
gives
mean
you
to tangent it, but this stupid show has been stuck in my head since I was a kid.
Did not know there was a turbo teen for vampires.
Apparently.
Anyways.
It was made by a vampire trying to, like, make a good role models or something, and it turned out horrible.
So, Carlos and Winifred, you're working on the spell stuff. Tommy and Fred, you just chilling?
Yeah. Try not to get in the way.
I'm going down to the workshop, because I'm not leaving, because Kanto asked, but I'm going to go down to the workshop.
Okay. And Hanzo, you're off to player opponent.
Mm-hmm. For once, it was like he is treated with silence and he's able to listen to his mixtape.
What's your? You need to put. You need to post Hanzo's mixtape now.
It did share to like a
Some
few.
of it's in the
videos.
musical.
Yeah. Let's see if I could.
A lot of it is just me posting random shit that I just realized. Wow.
But anyway.
Yeah. So, who wants? So I guess Olivia, since you would get there fastest, what are you doing in the workshop?
I'm just fixing her car.
Okay.
Unless something else pops in your mind.
Okay. So yeah,
She's getting a little grease monkey in here.
Okay. So we'll go to Hanzo as you pull into player opponent.
Yeah, he has secured all the fucking epiphany that he has acquired into a briefcase.
Classy.
Yeah, well, you don't want to obviously spill it. You don't want people to look into the bag. It's like, you got drugs, man.
Uh-huh. So yeah, you're able to go, and you're just heading straight to Dara.
Yeah.
Okay. So McLean is in office right now. So you knock, and eventually you hear the gruff, come in.
Opens the door and makes sure to immediately shut it behind him.
And he
Sir.
looks up from where he was at his computer. He's like, Hanzo, what you got for me?
Comes forward, sits down, pushes the suitcase towards him.
Some good Foley work.
Sorry, what was that?
It sounded like someone popped the latches on a suitcase. Like, it legit sounded like someone doing Foley work.
Oh. Yeah, he put the briefcase in front of him with all the. Yeah, or he just places it down without. I guess he could open it. It just taps on it, and this is all the epiphany I've managed to acquire.
As he opens it, and so there's the 4 vials, one of them empty from the thing, and I can't remember what else you found previously, but
Still tracking down the rest and its source. Speaking of, I may have information.
all right. And he closes it. He's like, "Hit me."
So we managed to interrogate one of the gangsters that was at the crime scene. He pulls out the crumpled ass card he acquired from the morgue. This was found in the death grip of one of the casualties at that scene.
Like, he'll take it from you. Like, as soon as he saw it, he scowls as he just confirmation that you guys have a leak. And he's kind of silently takes it and goes, "Well, it's not what we wanted to find, but good that you did."
So, after interrogating one of the other gangsters, I have reason to believe that this leak, well, obviously they have access to pluripotent somehow, but the doctor also pointed out that our mystery leak may have a functioning osteocrete gun.
I did see that, actually, that coroner's office, and he shuffles around the perpetual piles of folders that are just always seem to be on his desk, and he lifts one up. He's like, "Yeah, I just got the report from the coroner's office. That is concerning."
You wouldn't happen to know anyone by the name of Micah?
Not since I moved to America. At least not when I knew more than just passing acquaintance. But
it may be
this is a big company, so
yeah, it was a long shot, but yeah, it may be an alias they were working under, because judging from the description I was given, it seemed like he was trying to obscure his identity as best as he can, so operating under a false name would fit the bill too. But middle-aged, white, possibly had a goatee.
Well, if you head down to records, they should be able to see what access this had. Don't know if they'd be able to find a name for it, but that's also the place to look for names. Just, they should give you all the help you need.
Thank you.
And he he latches the suitcase and puts it off to the side and goes, "Doing some good work, Hanzo. Keep it up."
Thank you, sir. Just trying to do right by this town.
And I appreciate that in my agents.
Yeah, he's gonna take back the crumpled card and head down to records then.
And you know where it is. It's not that far of a trip, but I guess it would be a trip, but you know where it is. And yeah, it's you can't go into the back area, but there you go down and the elevator opens up and there's a waiting room, and then on the other side of the glass wall where someone's sitting at a desk, they kind of look up and it goes, "Welcome to Records. What can I look up for you?" And it seems just like a very bored looking guy, younger than you. He just seems like probably wasn't when deciding to work for Player Pond. He probably wasn't expecting a desk jockey job like this.
He holds up the crumpled card, slides it towards them. I need to know what kind of access this had. And any records pertaining to a Micah.
Alright. As they take it through the little slot and they look at it, it goes, "Yeah. Someone put this through some some stress." I don't know why I'm stumbling over my words tonight, but they go and straighten it out and they start looking at them. They try to run it through a little card scanner that they have to try it several times, and it's just like, come on. And there's eventually a partial read as they go, okay, well, this thing is really busted, but from what I can tell, this is it goes, "This is a level 2 clearance for the biochemistry wing. Biochemistry research wing. Yeah, level 2 clearance." Yeah. And goes, he says, it goes, "This is mainly for the biochemistry labs."
Excellent. And would we have any records on employees within that wing?
Yeah, just give me a second. And they go start typing it up, and they seem this is probably the most exciting thing they've had to do all day, as they start looking up something and Micah. You know what? Just for the fun of it, just roll a 2d6.
Mhm.
No, none of your stats. Just do a 2d6.
Yeah, I will specify it may not be the person's name, but would a description help at all?
Possibly. It could. It wouldn't hurt.
Middle-aged, goatee, white, and I rolled a 5.
Okay. So I'll just say that will mean it will take a little bit, but he's looking through. He goes, this might take a little bit. Just take a seat, or shouldn't take too long, but
I can wait.
it's a lot of people here, and so yeah, we'll just come back. Carlos and Winifred.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been working on this, and sorry, someone texted me. So by going through this and collating and condensing all, going through these different research that you've done and this Kinsey's done, you realize you believe you've come up with a passable ritual. This, takes a few hours to get through. By this point, it's, sunset's come and gone. But you have a ritual. It requires 3 people. 1 to hold the bell, and 2 others to chant. And it has to be in Japanese. And you pretty sure you've got the chant that you need, taken from stuff Kinsey wrote down and stuff that you have from your research.
Yes. I would like to run this by our native Japanese speaker before we start butchering it. And
it also says that, or the ritual, calls for a proper receptacle, which has to be something living or long-lived. You're pretty sure that you could use the dead skull, cactus skeleton, because that was a previous container for it, although you're not sure how sturdy it would be. But, it's something that is alive or was alive would work. Like, it can be sealed within bones and stuff, because it is bones. But that still leaves it vulnerable. You need to find an appropriate receptacle.
A skull or a small bone would be much easier to store and keep safe.
This is true. So got this figured out. Need to check over the Japanese to make sure we're not going to butcher it mid, ritual performance. I figure one of us can hold the bell. Maybe you, maybe Hanzo, and the other one does the speaking. But we need a living receptacle.
And you do know the ritual does involve having. You do know that these kind of rituals, the entity that is being sealed, will react violently. So the people doing the ritual will need to be protected.
We'll put Olivia in the front. It'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure I should plant myself in front of you if you have to be chanting.
Yes. That would work. But we have a plan. We have some good options. The real question really comes down to, what do we seal it in? It needs to be a living material or once living material. Bone, cacti, a person, the superorganism.
No, that last one, no. Does it say how big the receptacle has to be?
No.
It can't be like it can't be something super small. It has to have some kind of weight to it.
It's got to have weight to it so it grounds it. You can't just break off a splinter of a bone and be like, be sealed in this. You need like a full bone.
So like a skull would be big enough as long as it's a big enough animal.
Yeah. You don't think they have just random animal skulls lying around here, do you?
I can get you one, but you can't ask me any more questions about where I got it.
Like I was going to ask questions in the first place.
All I can remember is like the party necromancer is like, "Hey, I need a skull. I need a skull. No questions asked." The rogue is like, "Okay, no questions asked on my end." But opens up bag, take your pick.
That's what I was going for, actually. She's just gonna like her little backpack that she has that is bright bubblegum pink. She's gonna open it. She's gonna pull out a coyote skull. Is this big enough?
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, that would work. Do we have options? Like Carlos likes looking into. Carlos starts looking in the bag.
None with me, no.
Oh, okay, that's
I figured that if I had the skulls of the animals that I wanted to turn into, that it would help me more. It didn't.
You got an armadillo in there? Because sealing away a demon in an armadillo skull would be funny.
I felt bad about killing an armadillo for the skull, so no. Also,
I
didn't
thought
know
you
I
just.
could do that.
I thought you just find the bones. You know, a few people they're like, "Ooh, bone!" They just fucking take it and clean it up.
That
Yeah,
also might be a thing.
Vulture culture.
Vulture culture, my beloved.
So yeah, this is the one I have with me. I'm just gonna plop it on the table. If it's big enough, it's also small enough to put somewhere safe.
This is also true. Could you imagine if they had like a spare elephant skull here, though? That'd be metal as hell.
It'd be hard to like transport.
It'd be hard to break too, because who's gonna break an elephant skull?
That is fair. I don't know if they'd want a
So-
demonic elephant skull at the preserve, though.
Fair. Not like they have one.
Set it up in Carlos's right as an attraction. Hide it in plain sight.
So we've got the container.
yeah.
We've got
Wait,
a
I shouldn't be
plan.
giving you ideas. I'm the DM.
Sometimes you can't help yourself.
No. Give them
know.
ideas and then, make them regret taking those ideas.
So,
It's fine. It's fine. We just got a brand new attraction. It's actually generating a little bit of profit with the new Ciandre. It has some liberties.
Oh, that's right. You
It
put
has-
up.
It has some liberties. Like, for example, real Ciandres don't have eyes. And this is a converted bear, so this one has glowing yellow eyes. It's fine.
it's fine. But
Crocodile bear.
It is like, if anyone knew what a Ciandre was, they'd be like, yeah, that's a Ciandre, or an attempt to. But anyone who's actually seen and interacted with one go, oh, he heard about this from like conversations with people who have went, and he's never seen one before in his life.
all right. So we've got a working sort of plan, and the positions that we need to fill.
Yes. There is the question of the bait. I mean, we have him over there.
We do, but
Hey.
I mean that's. We did kind of tell him that we were going to keep him safe, so I think we should keep our word.
I'm not saying we can't keep him safe, but hello, dinner bell lure. We don't really get much better an option. We have to set up circles and do ritual things. Those take time. I can't just on the fly start chanting with somebody and ringing a bell. I need like to draw this shit in like chalk.
Yeah,
Fun fact though, ritual chalk does not ever really be specific on color. You can use whatever color your heart desires.
that is interesting.
I am going to go with lime green. Because I have 3 sticks of lime green and I need to start using it.
High vis magic.
We should wait for Hanzo to get back to see what he thinks about where the best place for this to be and how to get it there. 'Cause he's gonna have to be one of the ones to be chanting.
Chanting or the bell.
I'm gonna go inform the others what we've got and see what positions they all want. And she will go and do that. She'll go into the break room and go, okay, working plan is we need 2 people chanting in Japanese, 1 person to hold the bell.
I will
think
not
they'll
chant
do
in
that.
Japanese because I'm pretty sure it will not turn out well, and in fact be kind of racist.
Fair.
I can hold the bell.
And then the
That-
other people need to be protecting the chanters and the bell holder and the ritual caster so they don't get killed in the middle of it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Olivia walks in with grease and stuff all over herself.
Yeah, because I
What the
think
hell?
it would be Tommy and
Hey,
Tommy.
hey,
and Fred.
Olivia, you
Huh?
want to punch a fire tiger?
What?
Do you want to punch a fire tiger, chant in Japanese, or those are your options.
Well, I can't speak Japanese, and I don't know if I can punch a fire tiger.
So fire tiger it is.
Okay, I have that fireproof stuff I had before. I could get that on for sure.
Yeah, and then you can
Yeah, the
punch a
wildfire.
and then you can punch a fire sand tiger.
Well, I'm not gonna punch it. gonna shoot it, obviously.
We just need to keep it away from the people casting the ritual, or it won't work.
You have a flamethrower, and you know what they say: "For fire with fire."
No! God, that sounds like a terrible idea.
It's the desert. There's not enough stuff to burn.
Oh no, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, deserts are
While
like
brush
bad
fires
for
are a
fire.
problem.
Brush fires are a problem, but we can choose a place where we could use a flamethrower.
Ever since
No,
they
I'm
dug
not
up those
using my
ET cartridges and
flamethrower.
found out how oddly flammable they are, there's a lot of stuff to burn in that desert.
Alright.
You did scorch something recently in an area.
I did, yes.
Gave that thing.
Well, I am not, fucking using a flamethrower against, a thing made of fire.
That was me, like, being out of character. I wasn't even a character. That was just.
Oh no, that's her. I'm saying that to, Carla.
It's fine. What's a little fire between friends?
Probably bad.
No.
Then the other question is, and
It kind of depends on the friends, really. I mean, if your friend's the Scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz, it's
Fred, are
bad.
you the Scarecrow? Fred,
Alright,
are you
when
the
are we doing
Scarecrow
this?
from the Wizard of Oz?
I wish.
So we're gonna wait for Hanzo to get back because I'd like to figure out where he needs to be in this. And one of you's got to speak it because you need two
Can you
people.
speak Japanese?
Tommy, please speak Japanese because that would be funny as fuck.
Tommy, are you here? You're muted.
Chatty.
Tommy!
Chatty.
I left.
It's me, Tommy, everyone's friend.
He might have had to go for the dog.
True.
Might have.
In the small side tangent time.
So some people are going to have to learn
How to chant this
like-
chant in Japanese.
That's why
Yeah, just
we're
learn how to
waiting for
speak a fucking-
Hanzo.
Different
Fred?
language.
Fred,
Yeah?
I think you're gonna. Okay, you don't have to learn what it means. You just need to be able to say the word.
No, I just know I'm gonna mangle how it's. I'm not Bela Lugosi. I
Fred?
can't learn on pronunciation.
Fred, do you want to be the one who is getting attacked by them?
He could hold the bell. He did already.
I'll hold the bell.
Hey, you can hold the bell. All right.
I'll hold the bell.
He did
a
already.
good host
Hanzo
this
can
job.
do the chanting. You hold the bell.
I mean,
Carlos, what are you doing?
Magic bullshit.
So you're all right. So we need 4 people for this to be the ones actually doing this.
Sounds like.
Oh boy. Tommy's gonna have to, because you and I are gonna be the ones like.
because
in this
Carlos
thing's
has to
safe.
be the one. Carlos would have to be the one to seal it into the receptacle.
Yeah. So it's gonna have to be Tommy.
And I don't know if Connor would know Japanese.
I have something approaching a plan now. It's just we have to find out where would be the best place.
Fire and how do you slow down fire and sand?
The hose.
A fire extinguisher.
I did. That's
I
I
was-
used the fire extinguisher.
I was going to say a literal fire hose
That's not a bad idea, but like.
because like it'll clump the sand into mud and that'll just help put out the fire alongside the water.
Not a bad idea, actually. Can we do this near a fire hydrant?
I mean, there are fire hydrants around, so you'd be able to find one. And don't forget, the river does go through town, so there is like open water, not far. But
We can't use we can't plug a fire hydrant into the water. But having
Yeah,
it
no,
near
I
the
know.
water would be a good, like, I'm on fire! No, I'm not!
And there are like there in some of the farming areas there are canals like the one you found the Thundar in, just chilling.
Alright, so we're gonna do this. Tommy and Hanzo are going to be doing chanting. You're going to be performing the actual magic shit.
Yes.
Fred is going to be holding the bell.
Got it.
Me and Winifred are going to be trying not to die.
Connor will be
What's
in the back.
trying to kill you? You hear someone go, "Who's trying to kill you?" as Itzel's just kind of leaves in.
Figuring out how to seal a giant fire cat into a skull.
Newt Gingrich. With all these tax cuts for the rich, I tell you. That's who's trying to kill me.
Yeah, we've got an idea of how to stop this thing. We need to do a woo magical ritual.
A wooey woo?
Wooey woo.
It's magic.
Never spit upon my land like that again.
She said that when talking to Connor before too, and he had the same reaction.
Look, it's fucking magic, but like shrugs. What is magic?
I mean, magic's magic. The vampire shrugs.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing.
Like once again, a very cultivated and well kept secret you keep blabbing to everybody you see.
No. She walked in here and Winifred told her that we're performing a ritual. None of that shit, Carlos.
I mean, I knew about magic before I met you all. You know that, right?
Oh, thank fuck.
Carlos, that's a vampire.
Like I'm like over 200 years old. I come back down in Mexico, like Central America.
Yeah, you don't get to blame that one on me, Carlos. I've told no one. I've talked about it amongst us, and that's it.
Did you mention it to the guy we're keeping prisoner?
No. Well, I mean, I mentioned the monster, but nothing about magic.
Cool, awesome. Don't need witch hunters on my ass.
What? Those are a thing.
Don't worry about it.
Of course, those are a thing.
Don't worry about it.
They call themselves Christian Reformed these days.
Literally do not have the time to worry about that.
Christians don't tend to like me. They think my blood is a curse.
Yeah, you're a woman.
Nope. What she means? Who knows?
Connor, the character who is specifically cursed through his bloodline. Ha.
Only one person knows.
Are you saying you're the descendant of Cain?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
How do you know that?
Good bookkeeping in the family.
I told God he was wrong.
I mean, to be fair.
I told God he was wrong, and then defied him. And
congrats. So do most edgy teenagers.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
Hey, do I look at me? Do I look like I have any room to talk?
No, absolutely not. So we're doing this by a fire hydrant. I need a fire hose. I'm going to see if I have a... Huh?
Yeah, go ahead and roll preparedness. This is exactly the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I have a fire hose. That's a ooh. Okay, it's plus sharp, right? Plus sharp. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at the
5,
Carlos.
8. That is an 8.
8, and it will
I
take
got
you
it
some
here.
time, right?
Yeah. You have it, but not here. It will take some time to get it.
Okay. You would know that the same place you got the wildfire suit. It's a firehouse that you know you could probably go and get some gear from them, but you would have to go visit it.
All right. I'll wait for Hansa to get back, but I know where I can get a fire hose. Well, then again, I did tell him unless things came up, but it's also getting pretty late, so I might as well stay here and go in the morning.
And speaking of Hanzo, sorry, we'll just switch to Hanzo.
Yes.
Segway.
So you're sitting there for like over an hour, and you're just like, oh god, maybe I should have gone and done something else. And right as you're probably thinking of going to go get like a snack or something, the guy goes, oh, well, might have something for you.
Mm-hmm. He gets up, comes
So-
over.
And he can't really like show you the computer screen because it's that big blocky 90s good clunky aesthetic. And
Mhm.
he's like tapping at the screen and you hear the tink tink. And he's like, so there's no one by the name, well, there's no one of the first name Micah in biochemistry. There is a Micah that's works at one of the factories, but they're closer to Phoenix. But I expanded it. There is a Dr. Damien Micah Porter, Micah being his middle name, in biosynthesis.
So that was Dr. Damien Micah
Porter.
Quarter.
Porter.
Mm-hmm.
Porter.
Mm-hmm.
And down in biosynthesis.
Thank you.
He goes, from what I can tell, he's called in sick the last few days.
Naturally.
Yeah.
And he goes and wheels his chair over to a printer that prints out a page, and he brings it back and he goes, here he is. And there's a it looks like the business ID, or like the badge ID picture. And it's a middle-aged white guy, short brown hair with a goatee.
Thank you.
And
Here,
the
take
guy
that.
goes, yeah, he just goes, well, whoever he is, hope he wasn't doing anything too bad beyond losing his access card.
He does not elaborate on that.
So, yeah, you have, and there is a listed address. It would actually have like a listed address and phone number, because with with your boss's clearance, or him giving you clearance, they would have given you that information.
Speaking of, he's going to report right back to his boss.
Okay. And yeah, you go up and you knock, and once again it's like, come in. And Dara looks up as he's typing away at the computer, just pointing, pecking. It's like, oh, back already,
Slides
or
the paper
never leave?
towards him.
And he takes it, kind of frowns thoughtfully, goes, dumbass used his own middle name. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mentioned that he
And
hasn't
he goes,
worked for the last few days.
that would make sense if he's on the run. Yeah, I want you to see if you can track him down first. And he looks at his department. He goes, "Yeah, what he'd be working on? He would definitely be someone who could mix Epiphany. Although, and he kind of frowns and he goes, he would have to be working with someone else to be able to get the amount of materials needed because we're pretty tight on this stuff. He wouldn't. He would have the know-how, but not access to the materials needed without us being tipped off. So get him and find out who he's working with also."
Yeah. I know, though, he may not be at his apartment because him being wrapped up in this, I also know that the gang also wants to find him. Although, considering how little information he gave them, he could be hiding out his apartment anyway, trying to rely on them not knowing where he lives. If I do find him, what do you want me to do?
I'd say if you think it can lead to finding who he's working with, tail him, track him. But if nothing else, detain him and we'll bring him in.
Understood then. No reason to pull the
We
trigger
don't
just
want
yet.
Yes, exactly. And honestly, I can see why these bikers would be going after him if they're interested in producing Epiphany. If they've got a source from the materials needed, someone with his knowledge would be worth his weight in gold on the being traded around to drug labs.
They mentioned something like that. One of the reasons why they gunned down the kids in the first place is because they had Micah to produce the Epiphany for them.
What an idiot.
Maybe he really thought he could get away with it, or maybe there's something more to it, because it is rather it is rather brazen.
And here's something else. There's no way he has the clearance to access the osteocrete prototypes or even the plans to make one himself.
Not even in a biosynthesis?
Well, that's the thing. The files would be sealed, and
something way above his clearance level.
Yes, he's only a clearance 2, which you would know a clearance 2. It's an ascending ranking. Clearance 1 is like what Connor and Fred have, where it's like the civilian workers, while clearance 2 is like actual workers and stuff. Scientists and stuff. While like you would be considered a clearance 3, and Dara's like even higher than that. Since you you would have a specialty clearance because you are like one of the right hands of the head of security. So
you're a fixer.
You're the professional.
So maybe whoever he's working with is the one who provided him the weapon.
The more we learn about this, the bigger this leak seems to get, and
that's what concerns me.
Something we can afford right now. We have too much prepared, getting ready to roll out soon. We can't deal with this.
Understood, sir. I will try to learn as much as I can and keep it on the down low.
Alright, keep up the good work. Keep me informed. And he'll nod and turn back to his computer.
Has the Epiphany already been taken care of, DM?
Oh yeah, you don't see the suitcase in his... Well, actually, he actually does gesture. He goes, "Oh, you can take your case back." And it's
Thank you.
If you take it.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. So. You
And
now
as soon
have
as he shut the door, he fucking opens up his drawer and snorts the stuff.
a
I mean, one of us has to try it eventually,
I mean, yeah.
or accidentally take it.
I
It's
mean,
like-
no one's done research into the history of Epiphany.
He just fucking downs this stuff. It's like, oh, I'm so behind at work.
It's like the video of the cat getting the flower slapped on their head and they ascend.
I mean, you're briefly borrowing the brain processing power of a incomprehensibly vast organism.
It's the best gift.
I can feel out the galaxy and hear the flow of time.
I could taste sound. Anyways, so Hanzo, you now have a lead.
Yep. He's going to call up the folks on his car phone.
Okay, and once again, as I'd say this is about when we cut away from the conversation before, as one of the workers at the preserve pops in, it's like, Olivia, you got a call holding, and there's the
Alright.
one of the wall phones with the light blinking.
She picks it up and no, she just
Mushy
she
mushy.
picks up the phone and says, "What time? So what time do you want to meet, hot stuff?"
Right. Talk to me.
Oh, it was Hanzo the whole time.
Talk to me, Olivia.
So we know what we need to do. It's going to be kind of difficult.
When isn't it?
Yeah. So she tells him what we need to do for the ritual.
And do you consider it, even for the briefest of moments, that I, who speaks Japanese, am a native Japanese speaker, would not be the ones speaking Japanese?
We never said you wouldn't.
No. I'm just referring to the fact that it's like, oh, will he be like the one holding the bell earlier? And I just noted in my head, Hanzo would be so offended. It's like,
Most of us actually pointed out that you would be the only one that could speak Japanese, so you would
Yeah.
can't.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, no, Hanzo was slotted. It was just trying to figure out who, because it needs two chanters. It was, okay, so Hanzo's one of the chanters. Who else is going to chant?
Who would
Which,
be the
Tommy,
least likely
because-
to fuck it up?
Me, are
It
you
has to
here?
be Tommy.
Also, honestly, I have the most bell holding experience of anyone here.
What?
Yep, let's not interrogate that. Let's just accept that as fact that I have the most bell holding experience of anyone here.
No, I'm going to ask you about that later.
I have significantly more bell holding experience than you've probably even thought of.
All right.
Okay.
But
The
Yeah,
mystery
so-
of Fred
What the-
deepens.
What the fuck
Shady.
do they do in Wisconsin?
so shady.
Hmm?
While you were gone, by process of elimination, Tommy is going to have to chant a magic spell in Japanese.
All right, time to butcher it. Make the
No.
cat demon even worse. Let's go.
So you're gonna have to teach
You
two
chant
people.
a power-up spell.
Then it
You're gonna
splits
have to-
into like a
yeah,
Hydra
so-
cat.
Yes, Hanzo, you're gonna have to teach Tommy this Japanese phrase.
Terrific.
Sadly, he only knows Korean.
And Portuguese, oddly enough.
Well, we need to speak in Japanese, but if we start singing in Latin, that's the power up music.
Do not speak
It's like-
the Latin.
It's like, oh shit. Ominous Latin chanting. Shit, you're giving the boss a feast too!
Yeah, so that me and Winifred are gonna have to keep it away from you guys. We're gonna want to set this up somewhere by a fire hydrant, so I could, spray it with a fire hose, because that should hopefully slow it down. It's going to get very angry. What?
It's not a bad idea if we can choose the location.
Yeah.
What I'm afraid of is that we won't be able to have that opportunity.
Well, we won't know until we get this started.
We gotta pick a place so I can at least draw the circles. We will be using neon green chalk so that it is visible to all party members here.
Did you get that?
It's not going to be smart enough to give a shit. And to be honest with you, if it sees us, here's a chanting, it's already going to be ballistic.
The chanting is going to make it worse.
The chanting, me using magic, we're sealing it in a coyote skull. It's going to take offense. It's like trying to put a cat in a cat carrier.
Only this cat is on fire.
Well, this cat's killed 7 men.
Has it been
Most
7?
cats.
Has it been 7?
I was just picking a number at random. I don't know how many it's been.
I was about to be
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 so far.
That we know of. Imagine.
Yeah, that you know of. I was counting the guy killed in Japantown, which was Mac, and then the 3 that were killed at the initial scene.
Dear God. Like Cotton
Weber,
Hill,
James,
it has...
and Ellis.
Dear God, like Cotton Hill, it has killed 20 men.
Oh, God.
So that's what's going on, Hanzo.
Sorry, my brain just had a stupid ADHD tangent. King of the Silent Hill.
Oh, damn it, Bobby. It's a manifestation of that time I strangled Peggy.
Jesus Christ.
I'm okay, Dad.
Pyramid Head just sidles up to Hank and says, "Tell you what, she deserved it."
God.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so...
Anyway. Yeah, that's the plan.
That was my fault.
Oh, yeah.
That is the plan, Hanzo. Well, once you get here, I'm gonna go and get the. Actually, now that you're here and I can talk to you, I might just go now.
Where are you going?
You guys to get the fire hose. The thing I just told you we were going to need.
Yes, I understand that. However, I may not come back to. It's like we may have to meet up at a different place because I have a lead on Micah.
All right, where's the lead?
I just happen to know his address, so I'm gonna start poking around.
And you were right.
Address?
It was an apartment. It's not the same one that you and Connor live at. It's closer to Player Opponent, but it's a different. I didn't come up with a name for it.
Well, what's the address?
Would you like to know Weatherboy Street?
It's like, what I need you to do though is to, since you're the last ones to deal with the bike gang, I need you to locate them because
God no.
All right.
I'm saying do not engage, but
I am not going near those fuckers again. Maybe Winifred, but I'm not.
Understandable.
I'll hunt them to the ends of the earth.
You're not on the phone.
I just need some kind of eyes on them because I know they're pursuing Micah as well, but the Kasha might come after one of them.
I hear you. Again, I'm not going near those guys. They nearly shot me. You
You
know?
can delegate the task to somebody else, but it needs to be
Cool.
done.
Where is the house? What's the address?
XYZ.
Cool, I'll meet you there.
Check your zipper.
You're not. You're pissed off about people going by themselves. I will meet you there.
Mm.
Hey, who wants to find the
Reverse Uno
biker
card.
gang? What?
Reverse Uno card.
She leans back. Hey, who wants to find the biker gang?
Phantom Fred will come with you.
Do we have to?
You're gonna go yourself, Fred. If you're, I'm not going.
If you're assigning me to, okay.
No,
I'll
someone
Fred.
needs to.
Tommy.
Itzel goes, you're probably going to get shot at again if you try following them. You know that, right?
I'm not going.
No, if they notice anybody following them.
Oh, yeah.
Not the first time I've been shot at.
$5
Not
says they're at the
surprising.
diner. And before anyone can stop Carlos is going out to the jalopy.
Carlos,
the
don't
diner.
go alone. We just had this. Come on.
Just
I'm going to the diner.
I'm going to be honest. I was
own.
deeply uncomfortable with stalking that woman for her own good. Just felt like wrong lessons were being taught there.
Hey, well, now you get to stalk an entire group of people.
I don't really think I want to do that. Actually, I don't.
Okay,
I would like to
that's
not
fair.
be assigned this task. Phantom
All
Fred will
right,
go.
that's fine. Tommy,
What the
there
fuck
you
is
go.
Wait, Fred, are
Winifred?
you still on the drugs?
There's the Fred that only talks to Nora's character.
No, I'm talking about. Like, I'm just imagining Fred said that, and he's still a little.
Little loopy. Yeah. So, Winifred, what are you doing?
I suppose I shouldn't go after the bikers because they know what I look like.
I mean, they know what.
As a human vampire, they don't. They do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, boss, that armadillo's been trailing us for a while.
Like, Winifred, I'm not going because I am very human. You, meanwhile, could pick them up with one hand, and in fact did so. Tommy is also a squishy person, who they won't recognize, but is a squishy human nonetheless.
Olivia,
I don't know. He's more crusty than squishy.
Yeah, yes.
and she's looking at you with, like, disappointment on her face, and she goes, just because I didn't get hit with the bullets doesn't mean they can't also kill me.
I didn't say that they couldn't. My point was, you are tougher than I am. And I'm not going near them again. Tommy's going near them, and I don't know if Tommy could handle that by himself.
The only thing anyone needs to do is get me close enough to them where I could be something else and then watch them.
See, there. I
But
will
I
leave
really,
that
just get
plan.
his
really do
license.
not appreciate you using me as a bullet wall.
I'm not using you as... You are That is not what I mean. I am sorry, Winifred. My point was just that in a fight, you are the best one here. I did not mean you can eat bullets, because none of us here can eat bullets. My point was just you are the strongest one here.
I'm not gonna make it a point. I'm gonna make it a point not to get in a fight again, because
Yeah, all Hanzo asked was make sure a giant cat don't
Yes.
sneak
But
up
they
on
also
him.
tried to kill people last time, and have killed several. So, like, I don't trust that again.
Does anybody know where they might be?
Any idea where they might be going, Hanzo? Anything?
Well, they're hunting Micah, and I happen to know where Micah's address is. That's the one I told you.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Well, they're hunting Micah, and we have Micah's address, which is where Hanzo and I are going.
At this point, it
Itzel
might
who-
just.
Sorry.
We might just... Hanzo?
What were you saying, Sarah?
Oh, no, I was just... What were you saying? Hanzo is going to do something.
Yeah, I guess at this point, it's just... There's no reason not to bring everybody, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, alright. Everybody,
well,
we're good.
Itzel, what I was going to say, sorry. Sorry. Keep trying to be... Not cutting off people, but Itzel goes... I mean... If they left the garage, they might go to the... Oh, hold on, I gotta look up the name for this. It's a specific name. Sorry, I'm suddenly... Okay. I really need to just condense all my notes because I can't find it. Never mind. Continue.
That place. So, Tommy...
No, I fucked up. There was something, a specific location I was...
Yeah,
Wait,
when you find it,
continue.
you can name it.
She's
Like,
trying to
for now-
remember.
Yeah, for now, blanket the place Itzel just told us. That's a direction to look, at least, for Tommy.
Alright.
I send Carlos with you, but he fucking left. Connor can go
Okay,
with you when
I'm
Jeez,
right
now I
outside
remember.
the door.
So now I found it.
Okay.
Itzel goes, so since it's the off season, it'd be clear, but sometimes when need to lay low, they go to hide out at the Riverless Casino. And Carlos would know immediately what that is because it's competition sometimes. But the Riverless Casino is actually, Olivia, you would probably know this being a local.
Yeah.
Out in the middle of a field, several miles out of Redemption, far from the river, is
Oh no.
an old-timey river paddle boat, like straight out of Bayou and Mississippi River, but it's just out in the middle of the desert, and it's been there for years, like since old Redemption times, and and during the off season, it's normally left abandoned, but during the winter months, it turns into a fully functioning casino.
Oh. Alright. So it's quite out of the way. But that could be where they'll be going outside of the,
I mean, that, and Itzel goes, like, there were sometimes after a job, we'd go there to lay low for a few days while the heat died down, or, if we needed to hide out, but it should be closed this time of year, so you're...
That's perfect for them. Alright, Tommy. Carlos, do you want to go to a closed down casino?
Sure,
It's your competition.
I'm aware.
Cool.
I'm gonna go steal their boat when we're done.
There's no...
The whole thing is
Okay.
a boat.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'ma
the
steal
whole
their
thing is a
boat.
boat.
I'm gonna steal their boat when we're done.
Carlos just goes up to the thing and hitches a latch onto it and then just drives off with the boat connected to his car.
No. We get the Hitch trailer, and we use magic to pull it up onto the trailer, and then we steal the boat.
The magic is the name of one of the elephants at the preserve.
Alright, so Tommy and Carlos are going there. Winifred, no, Tommy,
If
Fred,
that's
you
where
don't want to stalk someone.
I do not want to stalk any more people. I've decided that's a job I don't want to do going forward.
You don't want to. So, do you want to check out the guy's apartment with us?
Oh, stalk or break into a guy's house. Stalk or break into a guy's house. I guess breaking and entering is what's winning today.
All right. Winifred.
Well, if they're at the boathouse, then do you want me to go there just in case something went wrong?
Well, there's two people going, so I don't feel as bad about Tommy being by himself. So where would you feel comfortable going?
To be honest, I better go with them just in case the cat shows up. But I'm going to stay in the car so that they can't see me.
That's
All right, and we
fair.
can throw Connor's unconscious body in there with you.
It's just
But-
all these scenes. There's been a cardboard cutout of Connor just on the background.
There.
The camera just pans over, and she's like, "Are you gonna address that, or?"
Nope.
No.
All right.
That looks like
They don't
magic
pay us
bullshit
enough
that I'm
for
not
that.
up for.
All right. Fred, you have to
Uh-huh.
walk in to my car anyway. It should be. It's still pretty fucked up, but it should run.
I'm always up for a nice and healthy walk.
Oh, we're just walking to my car.
Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Okay, so everyone's splitting up then. As Itzel says, "All right, I'll guess I can stay here and keep an eye on Texas, unless you need backup for anywhere."
You're a target if you go out there, so I'd rather you be somewhere you're safe.
I'm not a target. I wasn't with them when they killed those kids.
Well, they tried to attack. No, you were just there. Never mind.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd appreciate it just in case he tries to run off.
Again.
Yeah, I'm
Alright,
trying
well,
to be. I'm
you need me,
trying
you know
to
where I
show.
am.
I'm trying to show empathy, but you can totally stab him in the leg with a pencil if he tries again.
She laughs at that and doesn't say whether or not she will or not.
Hell, do it with a spoon. Assert dominance.
Get it all
That's
in
just
there.
going to be. A spoon is just going to be bludgeoning a hole through the man's leg.
Yeah.
A pencil has a point.
I mean, with enough momentum and speed, anything becomes a puncturing weapon.
God damn, you're right. All right, let's go. Before this escalates.
Firmly grasp it.
I think it'd be really cool if the Joker killed somebody with a pencil. Don't you think that'd be cool? In the year of 1991, if someone made a thing where if a Joker killed a guy with a pencil.
I thought he'd be more of a guy who he likes the Joker as a funny haha dude.
You know, I'm gonna write my pen pal in Britain about this idea.
Oh my god.
What's his name?
Christopher Nallone.
Post Malone?
No, I'm kidding. His name is Joel Schumacher.
I was gonna say it's Fred's family. One of those things where like they're like they're in the background of historical events and shit.
Yeah, he's Forrest Gumping his way through history.
That's his ancestral line. They just kind of bumble through historical events. Like, yeah, my great grandpappy or whatever. He was on the Titanic. He was the captain for like 10 seconds.
So, oh God. So, so there's the going to check out Dr. Porter's apartment, and then the Riverless Casino, and was there a third location, or was it just those two?
I think just those two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Hanzo, you would get to the apartments before, because they're closer to where you're at leaving Pluripotent. Did you want to wait for them to go up to his apartment, or just sit and wait?
We're both little, like, Hanzo is headed there and we're headed there.
Yeah, no, I mean Hanzo would get there before not Fred.
Okay, yeah.
Fred
so
and
wait for us,
Olivia.
Hanzo, or?
Well, he's not going to poke up at the apartment just yet. He is going to change into a spare set of clothes so he doesn't look so fucking corporate spook. Alas, his favorite Hawaiian shirt is still destroyed.
Olivia has her fireproof gear in the back of her truck.
So he's just going to be walking about the apartment building, not necessarily on the prowl, just kind of.
You do see like the occasional motorcycle, but none of the bikers' motorcycles. Like, they just seem like regular, like, street motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't see any sign of the bikers yet. And Micah or Damien or Reporter, however you want to say it, his room is on the second floor. There's like 3 stories on this apartment, but he's on the second floor.
Mm. So he's just gonna mosey about looking casual.
Okay.
Best as he can.
Okay. So it is a little bit of a drive to get out to the casino. So yeah, we'll say Olivia and Fred, you would pull up not too long later.
Fred, we're here. Are you doing all right?
You see Hanzo's car.
Hey.
Fredward.
Yeah. Well,
you all right?
Hanzo's car. Hanzo's car.
Yeah.
And that's the car that he drives.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hanzo's car.
Let's break into a house.
So, Olivia,
Hopefully-
your truck, you would have been able to replace the windows, so you're not driving without a window, because I think that's illegal. And
yeah.
But you still have some pretty obvious bullet holes, because that's going to need some body work that will take time.
A 9 sharp check to find a cinder block.
What?
A 9 sharp check to find a cinder block.
Yeah, there's like a little half wall, and you'll have to pry it out. But yeah, you can.
All right, I got the thing to break the window.
Fred.
Yeah.
We don't need to break a window.
So you see Fred hop out of the truck, run over, and just wrench the cinder block out of the wall.
Olivia's like, whoa. We don't need to do that. I should know. Olivia's like got her like sleeves and stuff all rolled up. She's got like, it looks like she's all greasy because she was working on the car.
Oh, good heaven.
We don't need the cinder block. Honestly, me or Hanzo could probably just jimmy the lock.
Okay.
All right.
He lowers the cinder block, but does not drop it.
All right, let's go find Hanzo.
Hanzo's
Spirit
just,
is admirable.
yeah, Hanzo seeing this out the window comes out to meet you.
Oh, there he is. All right.
Looks at the cinder block. It's a bit conspicuous, Mr. Klotzman.
Well, if we need it, we've got it.
You do realize that this is an apartment building, yes?
Yeah?
You're gonna have to lug it up the stairs.
Yeah, I've got you.
Well, no, we're not lugging it up the stairs. Like I said,
We got it covered.
Yeah, we got it covered.
We got it covered.
I'm gonna roll and see if I have a lockpick. Is that okay?
Preparedness roll.
Yeah. Let's see. That's a 9. God damn it. Wait. Is that enough? No, it's not here. God damn it.
Yeah, you like pat yourself down and you're like, shit. You think you left it at home.
Yeah, she pats herself down. Shit, I forgot my lockpick. What?
Might have to
But the
improvise.
cinder block smells of human. Its mother will never take it back.
Well, considering the existence of Osteocrita has disturbing
Look, don't
implications.
worry about
Yeah.
what I may or may not use the cinder block for. Let's break into this apartment.
God, don't say that so loud out here. Don't say that so loud, Fred. Let's just go up and find this guy's apartment, and we'll go.
All right.
All right, we're going.
Instead of us going all together, maybe you could go out the other way in case he sees us and books it.
All right, I'll go that way. Come on, Fred.
Okay. And I bring the cinder block.
Don't bring the block.
Okay.
Okay.
For Fred to be lugging around a center block just like the
He
entire
carries
time
it
would be-
surprisingly easily.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of impressive.
He does his cardio.
Yeah. He's not weak.
But like, just he is an average guy, and it's just even an average guy hauling around a cinder block all the time.
Yeah, it'd be awful.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna regret it. This is what I'm saying.
Maybe, but maybe we'll need this cinder block.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Listen,
Away we go.
Fred's going to be hurting in the morning after this whole
When
thing.
the culprit comes running out, oh yeah, when the culprit comes running down the fire escape, and I clobber him real good on the head.
Oh my
You killed
God,
him!
no. You killed a man, Fred.
You killed our
killed
only
a man.
lead, Fred!
Well, at least the Kasha didn't get him.
It's like, you realize I have to report to my boss about this. It's like, oh yeah, did you manage to catch the leak? No, sir, he fell.
And sprung a leak.
Okay. Anyway, we're
So,
going.
yes.
You're going.
The room or the apartment does overlook the main entrance to the apartment parking lot. So, but you parked off to the side, so but it is up on on the second floor. So, how do you want to approach this?
Is there a back door?
Yeah, I come through.
No, these one. Well, there would be like a balcony. Oh, actually, you would have to go check. But typically, these kind of apartments, there's like the front, and then there's like each one has a balcony where people can go out and sit, but it's not very big.
Yeah.
So we're both we're gonna have to go in the same entrance, but we'll just do it like.
I just meant, you come down one hallway, I come down the other.
Okay.
Because, yeah, second floor apartment building. I had.
I should. This the doors are out in the. Phoenix apartments are weird. I have to find like an example of it because it's not like the hallways aren't inside.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on.
Was it
It's
like
like a
the
hotel.
apartments in Fallout New Vegas? Is it like the hotel you have in Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh,
Like
so kind of like the shared railing or whatever.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to
Okay.
find.
All right,
Those
yeah,
are pretty much hard to-
I get what you're laying down. Then we'd be able to see him pretty well then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. Hold on, I found a decent picture. It's sort of something like this, but
Okay. Well, up we go then.
Scatha's got the
Uh,
hiccups.
Yeah.
One of us block the stairs, and the other two go up to the door.
All right.
Hey, Fred, want to
Yeah.
block the stairs?
Yeah, I should
Yep.
have posted a visual
I'll
because
cinder block it.
No.
because
You
I
have
forget
to-
that.
And then I put the cinder block in front of the exit at the stairs.
I
So you
told
can't
not to bring
open the
that.
door.
Well, when he says I'll cinder block it, Hanzo does.
And I
Oh,
block
get
the
it, so
door
block it.
with the cinder block.
What? How are you putting it in front of the door?
The door from the
It's a button.
stairs. There's a cinder block. You just put it right next to it, and then they can't open the door.
No, there's no
door. There is no door to
the stairs. Look
Okay,
at the
and I
picture.
put it at the bottom of the stairs so that they trip over it and hit the
Okay.
concrete.
Good lord. Alright.
Let's just.
I'm useful. And then I take out my cricket bat and I wait next
Yeah,
to the
cinder
stairs.
block in one hand, cricket bat in the other.
Oh my god.
Cinder block
Wearing
to
your
trip
cast.
them, cricket bat to finish the job. I'm waiting like Tom from Tom and Jerry.
Jesus Christ.
Out for
Alright, alright.
blood.
Let's go to the door. Are we knocking or are we breaking it open?
Well, let's see if it's locked in
know.
the first place.
Alright. That's what I said. Are we knocking first?
Because if this guy was dumb enough to use his actual name, he may be sloppy enough to leave his door unlocked.
Alright, let's go check then. Push
Okay,
doorknob.
You as you go up to it and you reach for the doorknob, you realize that the door isn't fully closed, and actually the
shit.
door frame is splintered,
Shit.
and there's a very
Suspected.
noticeable boot print.
Fuck.
Suspected as much.
But
Let's see the damage.
you push it open, and this place has been obviously ransacked. Coffee tables overturned, chairs are knocked over. It's a small, it's rather small. Like you would think someone working for Pluripotent in the actual labs might be a little better paid, but very small apartment. Ransacked. There's like a desk that had like a computer that's just trashed. All the papers have been pulled out. It's just a mess. But you'll probably need to like search through it. Actually, be
Sharp. Investigative mystery.
investigative mystery.
I'm on it, boss. That's a. That's a 14.
Dang.
I was afraid of this.
Alright, well, her sleeves are already rolled up, but she makes the motion of doing it anyway. Time to look through this shit.
Okay, so Hanzo, did you want to roll or?
I'll roll. You said it was a sharp, right?
Yeah, investigative mystery, 2d6 plus sharp.
Yep, I got an 8.
Okay, that means you get a hold of 1. On the 10 plus, you get a hold of 2. So, questions are: what happened here? What sort of creature is it? Don't know if that's applicable. What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
Yeah, pulling that up.
Yeah.
You ask your questions first, Nora. Since
Okay,
you got a pretty good
So
roll.
you get 2.
I can see what happened here, yeah. creatures the person do can hurt it. Okay. What is being concealed here?
Okay. So you start going through, picking things up and like shifting things around, and you start going through, and it looks like this place has been ransacked. Yeah, everything's just tossed. It looks like all the stuff in the little kitchen area is, pulled out and look. The fridge the fridge and freezer are open. Like food that was in there is pulled out.
Ah,
But
shit! They even took the fridge.
I mean, the fridge is there. It's just like it looks like whoever was here was just like looking through everything. And
Yeah, there might be materials in the fridge.
Yeah,
well,
to keep it cool.
Yeah, and actually, that's what I was getting at. You go up to the fridge, and while the area that would have like all the food, the main refrigerated area, you're looking at it and you're like, wait, that's weird. And it's like, you think it should be, it's like, this is weird for a fridge this size, this is weirdly small inside, and then you realize that there's actually a fake bottom.
Oh.
That it looks like someone made a false, like they removed like what would have been like one of the like produce drawers and just made it look like part of the fridge, and you actually have to pry it open with like a butter knife that's on the floor, but it pops out and you find what looks to be like what was like parts of a cold storage for like a chemistry stuff, but it looks like that has been cleared out. But you recognize while empty, you recognize the vials that were used to hold the epiphany.
Shit, this is where he was keeping the epiphany.
Just doing it out of his own fucking apartment.
I mean, where else are you gonna do it?
And you actually see that it seemed that whoever else was here also searched for what was concealed here. As you look in his what would have been the bedroom, and same thing, the back of the closet seemed to have been a false thing, and it leads to what looks to have been maybe a little side room that he converted into a little, very cramped, but little lab area. Sort of, yeah. Basically, there's like it's like a very cramped vertical assembled chemistry set is in there, but things have been smashed and looks like just.
So it looks like they found this one.
Yep.
So you both have 2 more questions.
I'm gonna ask, where did they go?
Okay. So you start looking through some of the paperwork, and you find like what looks to be like some mail, and you find what looks a letter that older. It's been ripped, but you kind of only really noticed it because of how mundane it looked. It's not like a bill or anything, but you look at it and it's like the single piece of paper, hand typed, and it says it's actually very, very, kind of hard to read through it, but it says something about Safe House E, and there's a little marker on what looks to be very like a shitty printer of map of like redemption in the area, and there's like a little marker out in like a few miles outside of town. Not near anything, but it's like kind of like on the outskirts of where the farm, like where one of the farming areas is.
All right, I'm gonna take that down to notes. So where'd you say it was?
Safe House E, and it's to the west of town. It's actually not too far from where, not the not the
The
Dr.
hearts.
Pastu's lab. No, it's closer to where the farmhouse where you found the chupacabras eating the one farmer. It's not
All right.
far from there. I think it was to the west side, if I said that right.
All right.
And, yep, yeah, we're getting close to the end. Sorry, other team.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. What's your final question, Nora?
Final question is. What was? I know what was going to do. I was going to find this man. Happened here.
You can also use the hold, if you wanted to hold it, or, if there was a different kind of question that's not listed there.
Okay, yeah. Does it look like they like left
What's a good
anything
question?
behind?
I was going to say another good question you might want to consider is how recent does this look?
That's a good question. Yeah, how recent does this look?
Okay, so since you were looking through the fridge, and that's actually a pretty good indicator. Like a lot of the stuff that was pulled out of the fridge is still fairly cold. Like if you had to guess, it was this maybe in the last hour or two.
Oh damn!
You're a little surprised that no cops were called.
Yeah,
Makes
she
sense.
picks up something out of the fridge. Like this was not that long ago, Hanzo. This was like an hour or two.
If I had to guess, this probably happened while I was waiting for the information.
Probably. Oh, it's fucking changing my windows. Shut out.
I would say that since you rolled so high, since you were looking for like what, and also because you did what is being concealed here, you realized that this place, while it was ransacked by, you're guessing, the bikers, if going by the boot print and just how trashed everything is, you realize that this place was cleared out before it got trashed. It looks like there's clothes that are missing. You see what would have been like paperwork or it's just like it looks like someone.
He might have bugged out before they came.
That's the vibe you're getting. Is you're pretty sure he must have.
So, checking out this safe house may be a good idea. Willing to accompany me there? I know we thought to rendezvous with the others, but...
Does that look like where the others are going to be headed?
No, that is more northeast, I believe it was.
Okay.
This is more west.
Yeah, let's head that way.
Okay, so...
Right. Gonna...
Fred.
Yeah. Alright,
Yeah.
Klutzman.
Fred,
Oh, okay.
Fred?
I'm just gonna leave this here then.
No, don't. There was...
No, it's fine.
It's not fine.
It's okay. It'll be alright.
Look, Fred, if someone else comes out of their house and doesn't notice this, they're going to fall.
I
and
mean,
then
who else is
you're
gonna come out of this guy's house? How many people live
There
here?
are other... This is an
It's an
apartment
apartment.
complex. There are other people.
Gee, first you don't want them to take the center block, and now you do want them to take the center block.
You're
Make
not
up
even
your
here.
minds, people.
And hey,
He's got a point.
Fred, if he's not here, he does not. Fred, if it makes you feel better, we did not have to break into his house.
Oh, that's good.
Someone
The
already did.
bikers did it first.
Oh, that's... Oh.
Don't worry, he wasn't there. He wasn't hurt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we block
Yeah,
up his door just to be
later.
certain?
What?
Should we block up his door just to be certain?
No, it's. Maybe call the
Fred.
cops and so let them know.
I mean, there were more cinder blocks I found, so I
I'm
mean,
going to.
Fred, this
Yeah,
is your Phantom Carlos. You cannot Cascavamasi out of the
I don't
fan.
have a phantom.
He
It's
has
Olivia
walked
who's got the
past.
phantom.
He has walked past them. He's using up his phone. He's gonna call the detective.
Oh,
The
okay. Well, I think
detective.
that would be good to pick up with next time for that. So, before we cut though, let's see, Winifred, Carlos, and Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
and possibly Connor, retroactively. You are all heading out, and sorry, someone texted me. So you're all heading out. Don't know if anyone besides maybe Carlos would have gone out there previously. Winifred, I don't know if that's your kind of scene, but it's fairly out there, and it's only active during the winter, from what you recall, Carlos, just because nobody wants to go out into the middle of the desert during the summer. So it's a winter kind of attraction. And the signs for it, you drive and it says, you find the turnoff for it. It's like Riverless Casino closed, closed for the season, and you ignore that and drive past it. And sure enough, you see what looks to be like someone's turned on the lights for the generator, maybe, or the generator for the lights, because you pull up and you see what looks like parking lot lighting has been set up, however long ago, but there's only like a few of them flickering as you see what looks to be like a large, old-timey paddle boat just completely out of place, just dropped in the middle of the desert here. And it's clearly been tended to over the years just because it hasn't fallen apart completely. But second most noticeable thing is as you pull up, you see the parking lot is fairly obscured as you see several motorcycles, one or two of them on their sides, as there is a dust storm swirling and starting to engulf the casino. As you see, seeming to pause and turn back to you, you see a humanoid figure as the lights of your car turn and illuminate it. And it's not the Kashevs you've seen, rather a human, a man standing there in clothing, and you see a young man, Carlos, you recognize Soda there, standing with gunshot wounds in his clothing, still bleeding fresh as his eyes burn with fire as he turns back and disappears into the dust storm. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Well, piss.